right? I'm just sending off the site.
Live? All right. Oh, somebody's calling me.
Too bad.
You should press in call. That's goofy.
Hi, everybody.
We're going to go to airplane mode, and then we are going to turn. All right. I believe we're back on.
Hooray.
Let's see. There's Donovan. Say hi, Donovan.
Hey, you guys. Hello.
All right. Hey, guys. It's Pat and Joanna from Sotex Farm. Sorry about the delay. We had a little technical difficulty. We had a phone call come in on my phone. Imagine that.
Shane.
Shane was calling. I think he said he was going to be here soon. I don't see him. But with that being said, welcome to Sotex Farms. We're on the precipice of another strawberry festival, another Poteet Strawberry Festival, and we're on the precipice of another Poteet Strawberry competition, which will be for us, what year? Seventh year. Our 7th year competing.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We got some special guests here tonight. We got Donovan right here, Donovan Garcia of Blackbird Winery. He's had a couple more seasons of us than 7 in competing in the strawberries. But yeah, like I said, we're sitting here on the precipice of the Strawberry Festival. We're here to prove to you guys that every day John Denver is a liar.
Yes.
John Denver is a freaking liar.
Yeah.
Life on the farm is never laid back.
Not
a single time. What happened last night?
The gate wasn't closing, so Pat gets up to come and close the gate, and he hears this sound. Guy get a phone call, Joanna, come outside. I come outside and I'm like, what's going on? And right in front of our little side-by-side, there is a rattlesnake coiled up and a cat trying to play with it.
Oh, God.
So we get the cat away, get everything, distracted. I'm keeping the snake distracted, making noise, trying to keep the cats away. Pat goes and finds his gun, shoots it, and the damn thing didn't die. It was partially paralyzed, but not dead. So I run into the house. I get a floor scraper, has a blade on the end, and Pat's out there killing it. And I was out actually FaceTiming with my oldest, Alejandro. I'm going to go ahead and let them know. Alejandro's favorite part of this conversation was when I panned up from the snake as Pat was carrying it away, and he's out there in his underwear and nothing else. So y'all missed a fun night on the farm.
Just so we're clear, they killed the snake,
not the cat. We killed the rattlesnake. Yes.
We 100% killed the rattlesnake, not the cat.
Yes.
And I told them it also proves that I am my father's son because my dad does everything in his underwear. I don't care. He's sorry, Dad.
Yes.
Sorry just for outing you on the internet, but
it's one of my favorite things about his dad.
She's like, so when are we going over to the house?
What's your dad doing later?
But with that being said, guys, we're gonna forward into a little bit of why that's just one thing of why life on the farm is not laid back. We're sitting here on the precipice of competing, and we have weather issues going on. We have some crazy weather issues going on.
It's not cool. We are supposed to get rain. There's a 40% chance of rain coming in Friday night, Saturday morning, and of course competition is Saturday morning. And we are trying to figure out, do we hold off and pray the rain isn't as bad as they're saying it's going to be, or do we pick the night before and pray to God that the berries hold up before we get them to the competition? Donovan, what do you think? What should we do? What would you do?
Let's bring you in here, Donovan.
Yeah, here.
Stay.
That being said, we're going to pray. So Joanna's going to stay here, but we're going to bring in Donovan because he has a lot of experience dealing with weather. You've been dealing. How many years have you been farming and dealing with weather when it comes to competition?
As far as strawberry festivals, I'm 56. I was actually born in May, so I've only attended 55.
You missed out.
Yeah, I know.
You're not a lifelong.
No, I'll tell you who was though. Was my mom and dad.
Yeah. So what? You're gonna go
I'll take this
put that up closer.
That was taken at the Poteet Civic Center in 1948 when my dad came back from World War II, and I was very proud of that guy. He was one of the most highly decorated Hispanic soldiers in Atascosa County, getting distinguished medals and honors, and he also got the Bronze Star.
That's awesome.
I'm going to show it to the audience outside.
Yeah, we got an audience outside. We built up the crew.
Come and sit down,
Built the crew. So as far as the weather's concerned, right? And everybody's like, well, we don't know what's going to happen. So if you watered the past couple of days and you're expecting water by means of precipitation, that's kind of bad. If you didn't water, that's kind of okay. But since we plan on plastic, it's kind of like up in the air,
Oh,
so it's a 50-50. But according to what my friends are telling me, we have a high chance of precipitation. We have winds heading out of the east at about 16 miles an hour. And if you're wondering why everybody's sneezing, we're at about 1,000% ragweed and pollen and oak.
The oak's getting me. I can feel that oak right in here.
I don't want to take the banner away from the actual professionals that do that, but farming is great. I always tell everybody the same thing. I don't go to casinos. I don't buy lottery tickets, but every once in a blue moon, I will not even play scratch off because every year I gamble on planting strawberries.
Farming's the biggest casino. We always say that.
I'll plant strawberries on the chance that I might get my money back. But it's for the majority of the time, we're actually just trying to, have a good time. And I tell everybody, if I was ever to be assassinated, you could find me once a year, every year, at the Poteet Strawberry Festival at 1 o'clock during the judging at the Rotary Club.
What side of the building do you stand on?
Yeah, no. So I actually tore the door.
It's on this side right here.
So if anybody
wants to know.
For some reason or another, there's a print of me.
Great news about your dad. The ladies outside said he was a very handsome.
Hey.
Well, so
Now, I gotta show
you want to show everybody where Donovan is? Well, you'll be able to find Donovan.
When they announce winners, Donovan's over here on this side.
Yeah, so a high-powered rifle or a pellet gun would actually knock me out at this point.
Not something to find your
no, it's not. But
there's actually a lot of security.
There is a lot of security there. Not to mention, there's so many video cameras that cover every aspect of the festival grounds. They invested a lot of money in maybe about 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, where every corner, and you would not believe how much security we have there. Plus, not to mention, we have the local sheriff's officers there, the local Poteet Police Department. Mm-hmm. We have state troopers running up and down Highway 16. We got a great facility for EMTs and the EMS services right on the actual facility for the Strawberry Festival grounds. It's a 100-acre campus, and we got it on lockdown, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
I think that's one thing that the new president's really stepped in and done a great job with.
Most definitely, and
I'm not saying he's only done one good thing.
Yeah, no.
I'm saying that's one of the things that he's come in and done a really great job because he has great experience with that. And Chris, we're glad that you're doing that stuff for our safety and for everyone else's safety. Yeah. We got Minda says hello. Hey Minda, how you doing?
Hey Minda.
Jay's talking to us. Mark Flores said he just picked up his pearl strawberries today and they are delicious. Thank you. We appreciate it, Mark. Hey, we got Shane. Shane's in the house. You are right in front of the camera, buddy. And he's our third guest, so you're a little ahead of schedule, but that's okay. Look at the back.
Yeah, that was time for a haircut there.
No way, it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks great. But Donovan, we're gonna roll into a little bit of your stuff here. So this is Donovan Garcia. He's the owner of Blackbird 9 Winery.
That's right. That's this stuff right here. It's called Jolly Juice. Actually, no, it's not Jolly Juice. It's 10% alcohol, and this is our very first creation out of the box. We started in 2021, and we made a fantastic wine right off the cusp of our coming out. This is a strawberry wine, and then we have a peach wine, which is called La Patrona. And
we've tried that. We did our live with the La Patrona.
And then we actually have an Eclipse wine. And so a lot of people from Atascosa County have already seen the strawberry wine. And a lot of people have seen the peach wine. And I want to show one of our creations here, which we'd have to show this up front, I guess. What do I do with my telephone? So the Eclipse wine, I just need a little light.
Here you go. Gotcha.
All right, cool. So this was actually debuted during the Eclipse in
Del Rio. I can see it from this side.
So you can actually see right through the center.
That's so cool.
And as you pivot the bottle, an Eclipse will actually pass right through the back. And this,
that is fantastic.
This was created as a fluke. Originally, the hole in the center was supposed to showcase the color of the wine, as you can see. But when we put the remainder of the dot in the back, it actually created the illusion of an actual eclipse.
That's fantastic.
So it gained popularity. During
the audience wants
the outside audience wants to check it out.
Audience wants to see the bottle.
So it gained popularity in Del Rio. And as soon as it appeared on the program, we were actually featured on Good Morning America, National Geographic,
Fantastic.
ABC News, and some of the locals around here. As soon as it hit Good Morning America, we had like maybe a 45-second hit on it. The entire world saw a Poteet wine for the first time
Fantastic.
ever. And then we but what do you want to try first, man?
So, I mean, I want to caveat off a little bit of that. That's freaking awesome.
Well, thank you, man.
That you're able to get Poteet out there to the world, because
Yes.
really, in the end, that should be all of our goals. Our goal is to pitch Poteet, to tell people what we love about Poteet,
Right.
and to get them to love that about Poteet. That should be all of our goals.
Most definitely. And I tell everybody the same thing, too. And I've said this since day one. Of course, we have the competition set up for the day of the auction.
Yep.
I'm bringing in the live audience.
Yeah. Bring him in.
Sure,
Bring
sure.
him in.
Come on in, everybody.
Just as long as they stay clear of right here.
Come on in,
because
guys.
My beautiful face needs to be on camera.
So,
This face was made for camera, y'all.
Plus, we got roofs on in the area on the Incase, so that way you can hold up and see it.
yeah. So, and I tell everybody the same thing, too, right? I mean, the competition is going to be held. And for those of you who don't know, all the local farmers actually bring in their best strawberries, and a flat is a 12-pint container, and that is doubled, and it's turned into not 2 flats, but it's actually a crate. So during the competition, we'll actually bring in a crate of strawberries, and we'll enter into this really fantastic competition that everybody participates in, and we do the best we can. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's all we can
but
do.
nonetheless, it's not so much about the competition, but getting the word out that Poteet's still alive.
That's it.
We have a community going on, and a lot of the farmers, they really have never drawn a line as to where we are, where you can help, who you're going to help, and that's what I love about Poteet, because they'll go out of the way to loan you an implement, give you some advice, come by your farm and tell you what you're doing right or wrong, and just do the best you can, right?
That's
So you're
absolutely
like
correct.
colleagues the majority of the time, but on the day of the competition,
Yes.
then you become the competitors.
So on the day of On the day of
Somewhat.
the competition, I will run somebody off the road just to get. No, I won't.
Now you need to show that
This-
picture where he stands again.
This is something that Joanna and I always say, and that we say it about every grower out there. If one of us is successful, all of us are successful.
Exactly.
If one of us can create a perfect flat that wows people, that tells them that this is what Poteet's all about, then all of us are successful because it brings notoriety to us.
Right.
Yes.
Everybody, to the entire community.
And
Joanna, you want to try some of this?
One day of the year. Yeah.
So what are we trying, right? We're trying the Eclipse.
So this is the Eclipse. If y'all want to just actually start bringing those glasses this direction, and I will actually pour your first one. So in the wine world, I will pour you the first, and then you take it, and then pour the next person theirs.
Oh my gosh!
Okay?
Is that what?
This
So
doesn't
why
sound
get
like
it
real
real
wine.
wine?
I just made that up right now because I don't want to pour any more wine for anybody.
That's very fragrant.
Donovan's back.
It's very fragrant. Cheers. Cheers, my friend.
Great. As long as we stay clear of the camera, we're good. Hold on. What are we doing over here?
Well,
Okay,
you
so-
just hand it underneath the camera.
So what this is right now is peach Patrona versus, and I don't say a mixed or blended, but I say versus our blackberry, and it's a complicated mix. It's 70-30. 70% peach, 30% blackberry, and that's what makes up the color of the Eclipse. And we chose that color after about 10 different trials, because when we held it up to the light, we're thinking, what does the sunset look like if it was in wine form? And that's what we're looking at today. So
Before we dive too much into that, I want to go ahead and tell our audience out there. We posted some links to the Rotary, Poteet Rotary, and we posted another link to Blackbird 9. If you guys will go and follow both of those pages,
fair enough.
and then let us know in the comments that you follow both of those pages, we're going to be doing some drawings at the end of this live where we're going to give away some wine. We're going to give away some Sotex merch. We're going to give a lot of stuff away. So
Most definitely, man.
go follow the Rotary, Poteet Rotary Club. It's in the link in literally the description of the video. Go follow Poteet Rotary. Go follow Blackbird 9. Quote that or comment that you're done, and here in who knows how long.
Yeah,
So
no,
however
definitely.
long it's going to take us to try all these wines.
Yeah.
We're gonna give some stuff away. So
And somebody asked me to actually make this announcement, and I had to make it. So I asked a question, or I posed a question on What's Up Poteet a couple of weeks ago. Okay. Somebody in the audience actually remembered it. There is a concrete strawberry that was created back in about 70 something or another, and it's actually placed in front of the volunteer fire department right now, and it's been there forever. There's actually a photograph of that I had that was taken of me and a cousin of mine from San Antonio when the Strawberry Festival was held downtown by the Civic Center. Long story short, there's a block of concrete shaped and fashioned into a strawberry. It has a certain and an exact amount of seeds. What do I know? I got a bunch of kids who were actually painting it that day, and we put a piece of tape on each one, and we wrote down that number.
oh wow,
It has a certain amount of seeds all around it. And everybody was guessing 30, 25, 28, 180, but it has a very specific amount of seeds. So I said, if anybody can guess that amount, because I've already counted them, it's been verified, you would get a Blackbird Wine t-shirt.
I'm still waiting.
I know, because we...
That was fine.
imagine that.
Yeah, you know this one.
I guessed multiple times until I got here.
So the number is, and I said, and I even helped people toward the end. I said, it also happened to be the number representing the year for the coolest class that ever graduated out of Poteet High School.
1991, right?
No.
82.
5 years before then, 4 years after those. There's 86 seeds on this strawberry. So, and after multiple guesses and multiple people, Joanna actually guessed.
Imagine
Right.
that.
Imagine that.
I guessed multiple times.
Yeah, and it's not fair when you say 81, 82, 83, 84.
I said 73. And
No, the
80
coolest
something,
class is
86.
79 and 80.
Well,
And that's
now we're going to have to make some more strawberries.
So with that being said, we just tried our first class. Let's bring up our next guest and let's talk to them. So
Let's bring them up.
we did talk a little bit about, and you can stay right here, Donovan. He did talk about a little bit of how the Strawberry Festival started, and he talked a little bit about back in the 50s. Well, the Strawberry Festival actually started in 1948. 1948 with a group of Rotarians. A group of Rotarians decided that the Strawberry Festival would be the best way to try to get our soldiers back from World War II as they came into ports of call. They came into New York, they came into San Diego,
Right.
they came into those places, and they said, why the heck would I want to go back to Poteet?
Exactly.
So a group of Rotarians got together and said, you know what? Let's start something that will serve as a homecoming, that will give our boys some pride to come back to Poteet. Strawberries were already known as the staple crop of Poteet. They were what Poteet was known for.
Right.
Strawberries, and as you know, strawberries were shipped as far north on produce trucks as Oklahoma City.
Right. So back in the day, they were actually shipped on a rail car, encased in blocks of ice into crates, according to my father's tales, and they would pack them in sawdust with blocks of ice. And there was a railway station that actually went through Poteet.
Right through the center of Poteet.
It was incredible. The depot is still downtown.
Yeah, but that railroad came in whenever Poteet basically moved from Amphion. Amphion used to be where Poteet was.
Right.
Now Amphion is just named Amphion, and everybody that lived in Amphion moved over to Poteet when the railway came through Poteet.
Exactly.
A little known fact. I guess some people might know that fact.
Now they know.
But with that being said, the Poteet Strawberry Festival started with a Rotary, so
Right.
we want to bring in a couple of Rotarians.
That's perfect.
Namely our president, and Joanna and I are Rotarians, so
And I'm a Rotarian.
and Donovan's a Rotarian. But we're going to bring in our president,
Yeah.
Daryl Eichman. What's that? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, come on. You can take the you can take the Ed McMahon seat. Go ahead. That's good.
Have a seat. Good to see you, Daryl.
Should we have a toast? To
Sure,
actually-
absolutely.
I mean,
So let's
for the to
We'll
the
let Donovan
people who
open
started
the
it.
next
let's go with our next bottle. But before we go with that, we'll let Donovan open that next bottle
Sure.
up for us. But guys, will you tell us what you think about that wine?
This is excellent. Great wine.
Well, thank you, man.
Have you had a chance?
Yes. I
This is
actually stole one of the neighbor's glass too.
Yes, but I have to say I've had this before. It's very
Yes, you
good.
have. They were regulars when we were located downtown.
Yes.
And then, that's another thing too. We're actually relocating. We already purchased the property, so we're going to relocate, and we're going to be just maybe about 20 steps away from that giant strawberry that we were talking about.
They're pretty soon.
So,
Fantastic.
So, and it's not an April Fool's. This is
this
we're
is
the third.
if anything, I'm the only April Fool here. But no, seriously. All kidding aside, we'll be situated downtown, right in between the fire station and the Camino Real, across the street from the old tunnels. And
Nice.
we're going to build a new building there, and that's going to be home of the Blackbird now here pretty soon. We're still producing wine, and we actually reapplied for our license, and we're actually doing it right up the road. And then we're doing online sales and just doing production and delivery until our building gets done. And then we'll be at the Strawberry Festival. We got our approval today that we're going to be actually selling on the grounds, and we're going to be in the growers area. So bring more life to the growers area.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We can have a toast to my dad. It's
Absolutely.
his
Yes.
earthly birthday today.
Absolutely.
Not to mention, so he was one of the people who would actually come into town, and he had set up a warehouse on the outskirts of Poteet, to which our family would not only bring in strawberries, but pumpkins, watermelon, chili, tomato plants, potatoes, anything that we grew. And so one of the most fortunate memories that I have was going into that warehouse and speaking to Mr. Hoogie, and he would let me push around some of the produce as a job while I was there, but it was like busy work to keep me from knocking stuff down, and him and my dad could do business.
Sounds like my
At
dad.
the end of that, he had this metal cooler, which is a Coleman, and he always had these ice cold bottles of Coca-Cola in there, and he let me pick one out as a payment. So for that I'm always thankful.
Oh my gosh! And you shared that when I first came back. It was really amazing.
Yeah, it was super cool.
As you described the grape bottle with the little divots
Yeah,
in
it was
as
fantastic.
if you were 6 years old again.
Yeah.
So what
Thanks
you?
for sharing.
I'm sorry for interrupting. What did you open up for us just now?
So this is the original Blackbird strawberry. This is what we created. And then all of our labels are actually custom made, and they're custom created. So we have an illustrator who actually makes these, and this is actually the tribute bottle to the actual Blackbird 9. So it was created for a group of special people that were very dear to me at one time, and they seem to all have gone their own way, and some of them have just have left us altogether. But the Blackbird was actually started to commemorate those who aren't here, and then those who are going to be with us, and that's what we do. That's what we try to do all the time. So yeah, nonetheless. So who's ready for some strawberry? Pat, you ready for yours?
Let's try it.
Yeah, I'm going to tilt that
So
glass.
while we're doing this, I want to talk to Daryl a little bit. Daryl, president of the Rotary, leads us very well, and you certainly follow the moniker that we have of people of action. You're always pushing to get stuff done, and something that Joanna and I have discussed is Poteet's not always willing to change, but you've taken a lot of ideas and you've pushed them, and you've pushed them. You've implemented them, and you've said, I don't care what people think. We're going to go get it done because this is a good idea, and that's not something that happens a lot in Poteet. So we're grateful for that as Rotarians.
Yeah.
And I'll actually cheers to that.
Cheers, man.
So
Cheers.
cheers.
And everyone joining us
Yes.
on Facebook Live.
Wow.
If you're on Facebook, you should have a glass of wine with us.
Yeah, if you
Tell
have
us
wine
what-
at your
tell us
house, have a glass of
favorite
wine.
If it's not Donovan's, we still want to know.
Donovan, that's great.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's so. I hate it when a strawberry wine's overly sweet.
So
And that is not overly sweet. You can really taste the strawberry.
And what's cool about this is they're all basically in and about, they teeter at about 10% alcohol. The bottles all have a disclaimer at the bottom that says contain sulfites. So for those of you not in the know, and I'm learning this as we're going along, I'm learning more things about wine all the time. Sulfites are what causes people to have hangovers
And migraine.
Headaches.
and headaches. So our filtration system that we use has, some wineries will use what's called a 2-plate filtration system. Ours actually has 9 plates.
Wow.
And that is obviously a lot more. So when it actually comes out the other side, it strips about maybe, I want to say, 96% of all the sulfites.
Fantastic.
But just because the government FDA and all this other stuff, we have to tell people that it may contain it. But I'm not going to tell you that you can drink a whole bottle by yourself and not get a headache. But I know a lot of people that have drank a whole bottle by themselves and not gotten a headache. So I'm just saying, man.
So let's caveat, and we're gonna push this thing on a little further as we try this wine. Daryl, are you guys ready for the festival?
We are getting very ready. We want to invite everybody to come out this Saturday. We have a big day planned, especially for the growers. We're having what we call the SIFT. The SIFT starts early in the morning with a 5K run. Anybody interested in hitting the 5K run and walk, 1 mile walk? It's on our Facebook page. You can still have time to sign up. Besides the run, we also have the Battle of the Bands going on. That starts around 11 o'clock, and that link is also on our Facebook page. Then we are going to be, at the same time, we're having a raffle. We are trying to put together some monies that we have, a new project that we started. We're in our second season of the grower grant. The grower grant consists of folks who have not grown strawberries to compete in the Strawberry Festival, and we are offering up minimum of 3,000 plants, which is the minimum to get into the Strawberry Festival. There are a few other requirements, but we offer the strawberry plants, the irrigation, the plastic mulch that goes down. We help get everything going. You have to supply the labor and the sweat and the muscle to get those in. But anyway, we are having a raffle this weekend. It's been going on for a while. What is the name of the company?
So the raffle is actually named after my grandfather, the Emory Franklin New Grower Grant, and we will be selling tickets for the grant this weekend at the SIFT. We will actually be drawing for it to see who wins. Did you tell them what it was? Sorry, I was writing names down on.
Go ahead and tell them that.
We're going to be raffling off a blind from Atascosa Wildlife. It's an insulated blind all the way through. It has whisper quiet windows. It's a Bushland Series 5x5 Atascosa Wildlife deer blind. This thing retails for about a little bit over $4,000 after taxes.
Wow.
And we are going to be raffling it off. Atascosa Wildlife gave us a great can't pass it up deal on it. And now we want to pass that on to you by you helping us out. We really take pride in this because it does honor my grandfather. And my grandfather was one of the Rotarians who had the idea to get all of our military guys back to Poteet. And last year, one of our new growers was actually a military guy, so that kind of brought it around full circle.
Yeah.
And we actually have a new grower from the next class with us, and we'll bring him up here in a little bit. I don't want to spoil it, although he already spoiled it earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we talked a little about, you talked about the auction, right?
Yes.
So the auction, we are looking for buyers, guys. So if you own a company, if you just have a copious amount of money, you have a lot of tax liability, send Daryl an email. What's your email, Daryl?
It is poteetrotaryclub@gmail.com.
You send your email to poteetrotary@gmail.com. Or do you say Rotary Club?
Rotary Club.
Sorry. poteerotaryclub@gmail.com. Let them know you'd like to be a buyer at the auction. 75% of that goes towards the grower, towards ongoing grower operations, which there's years like this year that Joanna showed y'all a picture. We got Reserve Grand Champion that year. I think 2022. I don't remember how much money we got. I can't put that back up on my camera, but the year we got the Reserve Grand Champion, that money was the only thing that carried us on to the next year. We went from a freeze to 100 degrees in about 7 weeks.
Yes, true.
So our berries literally only produced for the Strawberry Festival.
True.
That was it. And it was done.
And it was 11.8 was what was bid at the auction. That was our total, and we got 75% of that, which helped with plants and labor.
That paid for our plants and getting more plants in the ground. That auction exists so that we can keep on growing our crop. It can,
not only us, all
everyone,
growers.
not just us. Yes, I agree.
but being that the growers get 75%, everybody's like, well, what's the other 25% going towards?
Fantastic caveat. The other 25% goes to the Rotary Scholarship Fund, which last year, how many scholarships did we fund?
We had 4 scholarships last year.
4 scholarships that we funded last year. So we're sending rural kids to college. I did not receive the Rotary Scholarship Fund, but our oldest did. Alejandro did.
I got one, and my son got one, and my daughter got one. So yeah, we're covered. We're good.
It's technical school or
Whatever you like.
yeah, whatever works for you.
And it's how many do they get? Is it multi-year or is it just?
It has been multi-year. It is multi-year.
Yeah.
So that application is also available on the Facebook page. If the requirements are you have to live in Poteet Independent School District. You can be homeschooled. You can go to a different school, but if you live here, then you can apply for the scholarship.
Don't
Please
be
do.
afraid to apply.
Yeah, most
Don't be
definitely.
afraid to apply.
So that's the auction, guys. If you'd like to participate, like Daryl said, send it to the PoteetRotaryClub@gmail.com. We've also got the grant, which we just talked about a little bit. We are funding it through the raffle, where we're raffling off tickets for that deer blind. But if you guys just want to donate to it, we are a 501c3, and if you want to put money towards it to help new growers in Poteet, to help us keep expanding this crop that we have, so we can continue to meet the demands that are there, because we never meet the demand.
Sure.
We have 500,000 plants in Poteet, and the demand's never met. Strawberry Festival
Right.
weekend.
No, exactly.
The strawberries always run out.
And see, what's great about that is, well, the people actually who know the festival and know about Poteet, they'll actually come in a week, 2 weeks before to get some strawberries, or during the week of, and then they'll come back the following week. So if you don't get strawberries this weekend, which will be the SIP, which is going to be a lot of them, you can actually drive up and get your strawberries. You can actually come in and help and support the farmers and get your strawberries on the grounds that day. And if you're looking for genuine, original, 100% authentic Poteet strawberries, you're going to find them inside the campus, inside our 100-acre envelopment, and you will actually get Poteet strawberries, and they'll be there. You'll be able to taste the difference, I can guarantee you.
Fantastic.
Yes, at the SIFT, you want to come up to the SIFT. All the growers are bringing their strawberries in to qualify for the next week. All of those berries that come in are going to be sold this Saturday. So come on down this Saturday and get some great berries.
And buy raffle tickets, because we'll be there.
Yes, and the deer blind picture is on the Rotary page.
It's on the Rotary page. It's all over the internet. So
And also, it's a Poteet Strawberry Festival is a nationally ranked festival.
Yeah, most
People
absolutely.
from literally all over the world come, and we take a picture in front of the Rotary thing, and they point to what country they're from. It's amazing.
And just out of curiosity, who has met anybody from anywhere else?
Uzbekistan.
Where?
Uzbekistan.
Japan,
Germany. You guys
Canada.
y'all seen some other people from
Canada.
And we had some farmers that came in from Mexico several years ago, and they're telling us that their plantations are similar to ours, and our climate is next to. It's very similar, which is great to hear other people's opportunities and how they're growing strawberries, and how it's a family. If you grow strawberries, you've got a brotherhood. Yeah, it's sisterhood. So to speak. So.
Agreed.
So Donovan, I wanted to let you know that that Brad from the Backyard Kitchen asked, "Who are the 2 handsome men behind the counter?" That was whenever you and I were back here.
Because
Andrea
it depends. Because earlier there was 2 maintenance guys in here and they were cleaning up for us, and then he and I showed up, and then everybody kind of like the attendance went down. Sorry, Brad. I don't know. Maybe.
And I do want to say that today's part of our live audience. We have 2 guests here from California.
Yeah, if you guys want to come up and just introduce yourself real quick.
We should talk to them about Poteet
Come on and stand right here and introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are.
Come on up. Say hi.
The spotlight.
There you
Okay.
go.
Slide a little bit over. There you go. Perfect. Right there. And just
Yeah. Come on in.
face that direction. Let everybody know who you are, where you're from.
Hi, Dolores and Mike Byrne from Ridgecrest, California, in the middle of the Mojave Desert, very close to Death Valley. And we are very much wine connoisseurs, so
Oh, nice.
this is a nice surprise.
Yeah. No. Well, thank you.
We know a family we're visiting, and I was actually surprised at the Sonora Caverns. Some lady we'd never met. Where are you guys going next? Well, Poteet. It's like, oh man, Strawberry Festival. That's all she knows.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what Poteet is about.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you guys for coming to visit us.
Thanks for
How are you?
having us.
thanks for having us.
How are you enjoying the wine? Do you have any critiques
You know,
or
I'm
comments?
very amazed. The peach was very peachy.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome because usually they say that it's wine is made of orange or peach.
Yeah, sure.
And
sure.
you don't really get that flavor.
Right, no, most
and
definitely.
very
Thank you.
peachy. It was great. The strawberry, I had some strawberry wine from somebody else earlier in the week, and it was really, really sweet.
Mhm.
And I
This
don't
was
do
great.
really, really sweet. That was very good.
Well,
Fantastic.
speaking of not being really, really sweet,
Let's do
we
it.
actually have another wine that we're going to actually showcase for you guys here too. This is one of the ones that we created, and it was one of our favorite ones. This one's called El Chivato, and if you guys remember the 1990s celluloid film with yeah, it's a Merlot. It's a Merlot. So Chivato is synonymous with a crybaby or a goat
Oh,
or a crying goat.
You told him my nickname?
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, this one is a Merlot, and it's actually made with Texas
Goat blood.
mesquite beans. No goat blood in this one. It's actually made with a Merlot, and it actually has mesquite beans. That's why we call it Tex-Mex. This one's
Okay.
Tex-Mex. So
If you guys need water to
The
cleanse your
movie-
palate, there's waters right there
It
to
was
your
You
left.
really want to try
Thank
that? Are you sure?
it was inspired by the movie Young Guns.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, the movie Young Guns. And a friend of mine, he and I were attending college in San Antonio, and whenever we'd see each other in the hallways, we're like, hey, what's up, Chivato? And we'd call each other that all the time. And he became one of our original investors in the winery. And if you look closely at the actual label, it's a half lithograph of him smoking a cigar, and
wow.
him as a skull or a sugar skull.
Kind of looks like Kiefer Sutherland.
A little bit.
Well, Donovan is opening and pouring. California is known for their strawberry production also.
Yes.
Yep.
How does it compare to Poteet? What do you think?
I spent a bit of time near Naval Air Station Point Mugu, Camarillo, Ventura County. They all talk like they're the absolute best. They've heard of Poteet, but there's no comparison. Well, now that we're here,
And we've tasted
Yeah.
and we've tasted the strawberries, so they're
yeah, there's more flavor. When somebody says it's sweet,
Yeah, there you
they're
go.
sweet.
There you
Yes.
can honestly say
Give
that
this man a
I've
bottle of
never
wine.
seen such or experienced so much agriculture in my life. And since we've been visiting our friends Mark and Monica, we've gotten to do a lot in their little strawberry patch, and it's been very interesting. Actually, we volunteer.
That's wonderful.
I didn't have to drive a tractor.
Oh yeah.
That says something. That's a big deal.
Right off the bat, you have more experience than half the people on my farm.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Okay, so this one's called Tex-Mex, and I'll be passing this around. If this is just one of the little, all of our wine labels are they're custom creations, and all of our bottles have Easter eggs, and if you're familiar with the term, that means there's something hidden inside of each and every one of them. So this one was called Wanted, Alive and Kicking, and there's a reward for the capture of El Chivato. And it is 8,302,009,108. So, anybody have a cell phone here?
What is the significance of that number?
I have a cell phone.
Cell phone? Yeah.
Do you want me to call it or leave it?
So, you can dial.
I don't want to mess with it because we're connected to my Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody dial that number there. You can help them out just there.
That's good.
That's good. That's very good.
For the record, Pat and I don't drink, and I'm thoroughly enjoying everything that I've tasted.
That's awesome.
I don't drink wine, I don't like it, but I don't drink in general, so it's nice. It's very good.
I used to not care for wine, but
That's earthy, fruity,
That's a bad
good.
one.
Yeah.
Why'd you let him drag you
It doesn't
over?
burn.
The tannins aren't too strong.
Yeah.
So-
Really good red.
If you call the reward, my phone rings.
So now you have your phone number.
No! Spam.
I'm gonna go ahead and get it to the board.
Hey Donovan, we had a question from Ashley Nicole. She said she'd love a glass of your wine right now. Share a link. Where can she go to get your wine?
She can actually go straight to my direct Facebook at Donovan Garcia Sr., and that will direct her to Blackbird. Our current Facebook page is actually going to go, and it's going to undergo a different phase where we can actually do an online platform to be able to ship, because we just recently got the contract for UPS to be able to ship anywhere in the planet. on the
Fantastic.
planet,
Fantastic. Congratulations.
except to Mars. Yeah. Oh, there's another planet you can't ship
You
to.
can't ship to a planet.
That's our place.
That's the other planet.
Shane knows that the planet we cannot ship to.
What's that? Pizza pack?
No.
Yeah,
Or
no.
call the
Nope.
number on the bottle.
Yeah, you just call that. You can call that number. But this was Tex-Mex. This is El Chivato.
That's very good.
Thank you.
All right.
Really
And I know we ran Daryl and Debbie off, but thank you guys for coming up here and talking to us. We really appreciate that.
And feel free to talk from the audience.
Yeah, and you guys can talk from the audience. These mics will pick you up from a mile away. So, but with that being said, we want to welcome up Shane.
All right.
All right, Shane.
Kind of move this
meeting
along
everybody.
a little bit. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for coming to see us.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see you Saturday.
I dressed up.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. Hey, at least you wore socks. Oh, never mind.
No socks.
What's wrong with no socks?
Very
No.
bohemian.
No
Shane.
shoes.
Shane, my brother.
How are you?
My brother
Shane.
from another mother. Good to see you.
How you doing, my friend?
Better than I deserve.
You have any comments or critiques on any of the wines?
So far, I love them both. The first one I really liked because it was sweet, but it was a little bit tart.
Yep.
So I was going to ask, is that made from Caminos or which one's that?
Those are blends from about 4 different kinds. I would say Albion, Ruby June, Monterey, and then there was a frozen concoction of, I have no idea what else. It
That
was
was
just,
nice.
it was a slurry.
But this one's
Yes.
probably my favorite so far because I like dry
Really?
reds.
You'll like the next one. Actually, I can actually throw it at somebody and it'll evaporate before it gets to me.
Very cool.
Speaking of that, Jay, our foreman out here is asking, "Where's the Devil's Daughter?"
Oh,
Yes.
would you like me to grab it?
As a matter of
It's,
fact,
it's
yes.
in the top on the top shelf.
Also, these guys created a creation which is pretty good, and I think we actually need to start bottling it pretty soon. So, and in case you guys didn't know, in the state of Texas, this is what we're coming to find out through the TABC. Every person in every household over the age of 18, no, excuse me, 21, I believe, 21, can make wine for their own consumption.
Yep.
You just can't sell it, but you can give it away.
Yep.
So these guys made a wine 2 years ago, and I tried it, and I still have a little bit left in our freezer. I decided I was going to keep it there. And Joanna wanted to call it, and I think it's a great name.
Joanna or Pat?
Yeah.
We know the answer to that.
Yeah, it was Pat. It was just Pat. So he wants to call it
Sweet Cheeks.
as your
Yeah.
Yep. That was a perfect.
yeah.
So,
You got a
Sweet
perfect angle with
now,
that.
our bottles, I don't want to put yours to shame with how fancy they are.
Yeah.
Fancy, hold on.
This
hold
is definitely home wine,
on.
guys.
And our fancy labels that we have. It's definitely a homemade wine.
Yeah, these will actually double as weapons
Yeah.
If necessary.
if necessary,
At the Strawberry Festival.
in case you
Thank you, babe.
you needed something. We're gonna try that out here. In a
We'll
little
try that last. But you have another one for us right now?
Yeah, sure. We can actually try a combination of two.
And before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody, go follow Blackbird Winery. Go follow the Petite Rotary. When you follow both of them, comment done. I'm putting your name into a raffle right now or a wheel of names, and we're going to be drawing for people to win some wine, for people to win some merch. Just don't forget to follow both of those. Comment done. I know y'all keep seeing me look down at my computer and fart around over here. It's because I'm trying to put stuff into the wheel so we can get you guys all lined up so we can have some people win some prizes.
If we're gonna do that wheel thing, can Shane be Vanna?
Oh, of course.
Yes!
Did you bring your heels?
No, but luckily I'm taller than everybody in the room.
Yeah, perfect.
So
Perfect.
I stick out like a giant Santa Claus. This one so far is my favorite. I like
you,
it,
man.
and this keep being just goes.
Yeah.
I like that.
So while Donovan's opened that, Shane, I want to talk to you a little bit about the new grower grant through the Rotary. Shane, why did you apply for the new grower grant?
I wanted to, number one, try something different. I've worked for other people my entire life, and I wanted to try to do it a little bit for me for once and for my family, and try something that I wanted to see if it would work. You know what I mean? And I gave it a small shot on my own, and without enough support, I crashed and burned.
So that's one thing we didn't mention when we were talking about the new grower grant is the new grower grant offers a mentorship program also. And what we do is our previous new growers help mentor the new growers. So it's kind of hopefully it'll end up being a snowball where we all have the knowledge, because when something that Joanna and I noticed is it's kind of a vault. The knowledge in Poteet anyway, it's kind of a vault. People really hold on to things. They consider them trade secrets, and it's just growing plants, guys. Like, we don't need to hold on to this stuff. Donovan was one of our biggest mentors, and we would not be where we are without Donovan helping us out. Donovan helped us. Mr. Sanchez helped us out. Mr. Bates. We had a lot of people come and help us out and tell us, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you're doing right. This is what you could be doing, and this is a better way to do it. So in us offering that mentorship program, which you'll get next year, and then you'll be a part of the year following that, is we're just trying to kind of pass that forward. You know, we're trying to, you guys set the example for us.
Sure.
We're trying to pass that forward to where it'll help people out.
And with the fantastic advancements in technology, strawberry farming used to be across the board the most general banality that you could actually do, and you could actually accomplish growing strawberries. With technologies now, you can actually grow bigger strawberries, have a larger production, and there's things on the internet now. Some are credible, some aren't, but some of these reputable companies that actually make some plant food can actually increase the yield, and in turn that makes the farmer more successful and have them create a bigger crop and actually have more people enjoy it. And I used to tell this to people like all the time, and people would ask me, how many strawberries can I get per plant? And this was my golden rule up until about 7 years ago. I used to tell each and every person that was growing for the first time, you can probably get anywhere from 10 to 12 strawberries per plant. Because of the advancements in science and the plant foods that we have available to us, as of yesterday, we were counting anywhere from 35 to 50 strawberries per plant.
Fantastic.
And these are just so the yield is going to increase. We just got to not tempt Mother Nature, and of course we were talking earlier about the weather. We don't know what's going to happen, so pray for us and send us some good vibes and stuff like that. But for the better part of the time, come Saturday of the SIFT, every farmer is going to be on hands and knees and having people helping them pick and pack and putting all these nice showberries together. The following weekend is going to be even more intense, trying to get that big prize if you can make it that far. And good luck to all the farmers, man, especially the new ones.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
that was my biggest thing. Is I've watched it. I grew up here, right? So I've watched strawberry growing from afar and been lightly involved. I was like, I could do this, and I got reminded real quick that Mother Nature will humble you as fast as possible.
Yeah.
My humbling came in a herd of about 40 deer.
Yeah.
That just came out of nowhere and were like, hey, strawberries, let's eat them all. That'd be great. And then they wiped me out. So now I know. So now moving forward, I have a little more knowledge, and I have support, which is awesome. So you can't ask for better. I've known these guys since high school.
Yeah, most definitely.
This guy was probably in junior high.
Yeah, I was a baby.
He went to school with my wife.
So we got Andrea here. Andrea, you want to step over and say hello?
Yeah, come on in.
It's Shane's wife.
I'm doing
You're right. You're right.
I just keep on moving out of the way.
So your camera's right there.
Hi, everyone.
Say hello, introduce yourself.
I'm Andrea Griffin. I have known Donovan for quite some time. Married to Shane and Pat. We went to school together. Joanna's been one of my good friends, so I appreciate the opportunity to speak. I do want to thank everyone for allowing us to be part of the grant program. I think that's really beneficial, and I feel a lot of it is coming from love.
Sure it is.
I feel like Poteet is nothing but love. When you have love, you have farmers, you have everybody, and you have a unity.
Sure.
So I just wanted to say that.
Absolutely.
And,
Thank you.
and it couldn't have gone to two nicer people. Of course, we've known you guys forever, and y'all always giving back to the community, and that's what it's all about. You know, everything comes full circle as far as I'm concerned. And some days we'll have, you know, sometimes we'll have great months, we'll have great years. Other times there'll be an infestation of deer that'll knock in your stuff down, or raccoons, or in my case, stray dogs ate my strawberries one year.
Oh, yeah. We had a fox in our field a couple years ago.
Had stray dogs? Never.
No. So back to this. This is going to be. We had the strawberry bottle up here earlier. So this is strawberry, the original blackbird strawberry, and this is blackberry, and this is the love child of the two. This one is called 80-20. It's just that's how it's marketed. It's called 80-20 because that's the actual formula. 80% strawberry, 20% blackberry. And if you notice, it has sugar skulls on the actual label, and underneath that it says the cure. So a lot of people, and we kind of don't like to toot our own horn. But let me pour y'all a glass, or who's got the glasses? Who's ready?
Right here. I'm ready. Hey, Joanna, while Donovan's pouring, I just wanted to let you know that Misty said, yes, sweet cheeks with some hard eyes.
Oh, did she now?
If y'all don't know, Misty's my sister. And Joanna has a love affair with her.
Well,
Got a little crush going on.
Yeah, little girl crush.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So Shane, while we're having that poured, what are your goals next year?
First off, I want to do a better job of controlling wildlife, I think. But mostly, I just want to grow enough where I can sell some, share some, give some away, donate some to all the different. Because there's every booth up there has on the festival ground has some sort of strawberry concoction they put together.
Oh, yeah.
Shortcake, wine, parfaits,
Chocolate strawberries.
chocolate covered strawberries. So I think at a certain point, I'd like to give back a little bit too.
Absolutely.
I'd also love to get into like a you pick it thing, have
Yeah,
people
that's
out to where I live and let them pick, and kind of get a little sand in their blood out there in Rossville, because once it happens, it's never coming out.
Yeah, well.
Can I hop in on that real quick?
Sure, you can hop in.
So real quickly, I also talked to Shane, and obviously growing strawberries has been a family tradition, and we want to continue that tradition. We started with our grandson, so he's been out there, and we just want to continue that and bring it out to our family and get our family kind of have something as a unity again, going to growing our family up.
Maybe something that you can create a legacy out of, and you can be like Donovan's
Yes.
family 150 years from now, and your family will be like, I remember when Andrea and Shane started that.
Yes.
I'll probably,
Great grandpa.
in 150 years, I'll probably still be here.
Yeah, Donovan will still be making wine, y'all. 150 years.
Yeah, I will. So
Tell us about this wine a little bit more,
that
Donovan.
wine there in particular,
It's
it's called a cure for a reason. It's and actually some people, most people have known or they themselves have been affected by cancer. So what we do is we'll actually take our profit portion of it. We'll take $10 off each bottle that we sell. We'll put it into a gift card, and anybody who's actually undergoing cancer treatment in San Antonio that would actually stop by our winery would get a gift card of $30, and that would help them with their travels, for gas, for fuel, or to pay somebody to take them up to their treatments. I lost both my parents within about 6 years of each other to cancer, and I know a lot of people have been affected by it, probably equally as they have. We were too. When my mother passed away, I knew that our family had just gotten smaller, not just by one person, but she was actually the first person in our entire family to die. And then people say, like, how is that even possible? Because our family it started out with my mom and dad, obviously. And then we have 7 brothers and sisters, and then they have their children. I have my children as well. But once she passed, I knew that things were gonna start slowing down. And then once my dad had passed away, I realized that I didn't ask him enough questions about strawberry farming to actually get me through. So from the day of his passing, when he was 85, as the oldest strawberry grower, I fell down for about 4 years straight until I actually got to be where we're at again once again. So This is called a cure. If you get a chance, buy a bottle or 2 or 3 and help somebody undergoing cancer treatment so they can actually, hopefully you can find that cure at some point. Sometime maybe before our lifetime.
I want to give Donna Loretto applause for that. That's very noble. It's a noble cause. So Shane, I got one more question for you.
He
I'm
can't
all
marry
ears.
you. He's already married.
There goes my question.
For him.
So you kind of already answered it, but I want to elaborate on it a little bit. You've been in Poteet since what, 1984? You said
83, 84.
83, 84. So Poteet's kind of in your blood, in your soul, like it is for a lot of us. Joanna's not even from here, and I think she's even kind of starting to love Poteet a little bit, somewhere in there. But knowing that Poteet's the strawberry capital of Poteet, or strawberry capital of Texas, knowing that that's a lot of our identity, what does being a strawberry grower and being a part of that industry mean to you?
I think it's nice to be connected to something that everybody knows about a little bit. I think, and then having the connection now with you guys and Donovan for years, and other growers, and I could ask people stop and ask me, "Hey, how's everything going?" I give them the whole story, and every time they say, every one of them has said, "Hey, anything you need, just ask."
Absolutely.
Need this, just ask. Need that, just ask. So it's really cool to be part of a community forever, but to now be more of a mixed in part of that community because I'm doing something that we all relate to.
Sure, most definitely. And this is a legacy that it's come a long way from where it started. It started as a little tiny thing in downtown Poteet, and now it's become, thanks to people like Jimmy Collins.
Most definitely.
If you guys can say a prayer for Jimmy, that would be great. Not gonna say what he's got going on, but people in the audience, we'd love for you guys to say a prayer. But the Strawberry Festival wouldn't be what it is without Jimmy Collins. Jimmy Collins, he sat on the side of the road with me and Joanna one time. We were selling watermelons, and I went to church with him as a kid. I don't think he realized who I was because of my long hair and my beard until he sat down and talked to us. And I told him who my grandfather was, and his face just lit up. And he said, "Oh, me and Emery, we used to stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning." Welding pins for the Lions Club, welding the pins for the rodeo arena, putting together all the booths. Emery and I did all that stuff together. And without a guy with the vision and the passion like Jimmy, the Strawberry Festival wouldn't be where it is.
Right. So in addition to that, here's one of the most fantastic things that Jim and I talked about, right? Somewhere in Jim's house, there is a document. It's maybe like, I want to say it's like 5 or 6 pages long, where Jim went to the houses and the residence of all the local farmers that he knew. And he asked them to sign this piece of paper, this document, which came from the bank in Poteet, stating that they would back up Jim in a loan from the bank in Poteet from a man by the name of Mr. Al Gray. With that money, however it was formed and fashioned, the piece of property, which was a 100-acre tract right across the street from the interior of Poteet on Highway 16, that is how the Strawberry Festival grounds were purchased. And then from there, it just started a concentric circle. Started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you have what we have here now. Population of Poteet's maybe about 5 grand, 6 grand on in certain parts of the area. The town will swell to, and it's been growing. We've hit 250,000 in a total of over 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something we're proud of. I mean, isn't it great to, and we see each other all the time. We see each other at the grocery store getting gas.
It's a different vibe that weekend.
When you see somebody you know that we're actually part of something that's bigger than ourselves. And then we see other people enjoying themselves. All walks of life, all races, all heritages, and people coming into Poteet and saying, "This is fantastic. I've been to this town less than 3 weeks ago, and none of this was here." And it takes a multitude of people volunteering, getting all these things together. It takes a group and a committee. It takes there's several groups. If you guys want to mention them.
Yes.
Okay, so we got the Rotary for one.
The Rotary, the Poteet Society.
We got the VFW. We got LaGrange. And then we have the Lions Club. And we also have the Capital sorority. And all
They
these
have a
groups.
new name now.
It's the
Yes.
social club.
Oh, the social club.
Social
Yep.
club.
The social.
Yep.
Oh, social.
Yes.
Like the
It's
social.
not cabbage slaw, as my uncle used to call it.
Yeah. So, I didn't forget anybody today.
Let me see.
See, let's start at the beginning. Rotary, Lions,
the
VFW.
VFW.
Social Club.
The VFW. Did you already say that?
Yeah, I said
Is
that
the
twice.
fire department in there?
The line, the Grange Club. So
There's 5 or 6.
yeah, so they put this all together, and they meet once a month, every month, except for the last couple of months. They've been meeting like every week now, just trying to put this together. There's entertainment committees, there's committees for volunteers, there's committees for security. There's all kinds of fantastic people coming in and putting these things together. The food booths, the vendors. We have people concentrating on getting all these things together. And ready or not, the festival will be here in less than 2 weeks. And
How quicker than that?
man, it's gonna rock. Come hell or high water. I've seen the festival go on during cold weather, rainy weather.
Oh, yeah.
We had hail.
Yeah,
we see. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when the tents fly, I will actually go collect the pieces and fashion a hut for myself.
Yeah.
A shelter.
Igloo style.
It's that strong. I hop on my broom and ride around.
Yeah, that's right. I know that's right.
Check out that drone.
It's not a drone. It's me.
Opening night Thursday this year.
Yep, Thursday.
Yes.
Free concert with David Lee Garza.
David Lee Garza on Thursday. Is that
Thursday
right?
night.
There's
Hometown boy.
in the beer bar.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Speaking of beer,
Did you bring me one?
I got a little surprise, and it's for my family. I thought I'd mention this to everybody now that
Did
we're
you get other water? Behind.
Is
actually.
there one behind
I
Don?
can grab
So
Yeah, you can grab one of those behind
this
Don.
photograph is a picture of my
Thank you.
dad when he won grand champion in 1958.
Cleanse your palate.
And it is a polarized picture taken from a black and white. And it was actually, you can see it, it's 1958 at the bottom. But equally as important, the Alamo Beer Company in San Antonio is going to make a strawberry ale called 1958. And it's going to be for sale or available at their location. So we've had a couple of beers made.
We lost Andrea. I was going to ask.
right here.
Oh, I was going to ask you what's going on with the volunteer fire department out there in Rossville.
In Rossville, so I'm glad you asked. We are kicking it. We are going to be selling brisket at the Strawberry Festival, so come out and see the volunteer fire department. We are also getting ready to have special elections, so we really want to push forward with ESD. If you guys are in the Rossville area, please come out and vote for us.
Tell us, because a lot of people don't know what ESD means.
So those are emergency
Yes.
services.
Once again, emergency services, because I don't know if you can pick it up on that lot, but wait, emergency services,
Yes.
they do what?
Provide services, fire department for our area. In the event of an emergency, we're going to be out there to help you. We already
Fantastic.
do it now. We are part of the volunteer, but we are going to be helping.
So is this going to mean that the fire departments are going to be paid services, or y'all going to have more monies for the equipment? How does an ESD vary from from a volunteer fire department?
Well, volunteers are free services.
Right.
We do it out of the dedication of our time. But yes, we will be getting funding from the area to help us get equipment and whatnot. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any member of the Rossville Volunteer Fire Department. They can help you more. But please come out and vote. We have special elections in April and first weekend in May.
So what does it take, because a lot of people have asked, what does it take to actually become a member of the volunteer fire department as of right now?
As of right now, you come out to our meetings. We have our meetings first Monday of the month for Rossville, and have 30 meetings. And if you are dedicated, it does take a lot of time and volunteering from your day to day. If you're dedicated and you want to be part of us, come join us.
Would it help if I have my own Dalmatian?
If you want to.
Well, we don't have one out there.
Did you give Donovan some?
Donovan,
Oh,
so
not yet.
so we've got the.
The devil's daughter.
I didn't interrupt anything, did I?
No.
So do you want to try some of this wine?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
This is homemade wine. Come on.
It's a sippy sip.
That one's got some alcohol in it right there.
Yeah. So this wine I actually made. This is some of our farm wine, and I named it the Devil's Daughter because
Not after our kids.
not after our kids, no, but I named it the Devil's Daughter because of the color of it. I played the song for Donovan the other day. It's a song by Band of Heathens called Hurricane, and they talk about the black water coming in from the Gulf every June. And he says the high black water, the devil's daughter, she's strong and cold and mean. So we serve it cold.
Sure enough.
It's got a little after hint of habanero on the back end of it. It's infused with habanero. And it is very high in alcohol content.
So being that it has a little bit of habanero, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but you can actually put this over a breakfast taco if I'm not mistaken. That's what I've been doing.
Drink it with your.
Drink it, yeah. See, a little column A, column B.
What do you think, Shane?
I like it. I like it a lot. I like that peppery.
Let me
Right there back your throat. Caught me off guard. I didn't realize it was in there.
Donovan thinks that's the real test.
So Joanna told me it tastes like sweet tea, then it tastes like strawberry, then it tastes like alcohol, then it tastes like habanero.
It did just that.
Sweet tea. I definitely got sweet tea right before you said it.
I felt like Willy Wonka being just right now, just trying this.
It takes you on an adventure, right?
Yes.
That's what the Devil's Daughter does.
Wow.
There's a Hank Williams 3 song.
I'm sure there is.
It does have a hint of habanero toward the end.
Yeah, it kind of hits you right at the top of your mouth, right?
My sinuses are clearing as well.
All right, so we're getting towards the end of this broadcast, but I'm going to give you guys we're going to try one more wine. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to give y'all one more chance to go follow the Poteet Rotary, go follow Blackbird Winery. Both of the links are in the actual description of this broadcast, and then click or type done into our comments, and I will get you on the wheel, and we'll draw for some stuff here real quick.
Wait,
Let's also talk about the breakfast in the morning, the solid strawberry breakfast.
Gotcha. You want to come and tell everybody about it?
Go ahead and tell them.
Okay. So we do have the welcome back, Joanna, everybody.
Welcome back,
I
Joanna.
missed y'all.
Got Joanna and Theo Donovan.
Yeah.
We call his brother Theo Celso all the time. So,
He's the sweetest.
all right. Jay just said he was done, but so we got Joanna. You want to tell them about the strawberry breakfast?
Oh, so tomorrow morning, I believe it's at Poteet Canyon Park.
Yes.
They will be having a strawberry breakfast. It's the Jim Collum strawberry breakfast, and this year he will not be there for medical reasons, but that's okay. We're going to keep him in our prayers. But they will be serving Chef Ken or Smokemaster Ken will be out there cooking breakfast for people. There'll be other organizations that have tables set up where you can try things or just get information about that organization. And as I believe the Strawberry Festival Court may be there as well.
Let's hope so. I haven't seen enough of them. I did
Yes.
see them on TV the other day.
Yes, there's some cute kids.
All the breakfast items, there's no charge for the breakfast
No,
items.
it's all free to the public.
Yes.
Anything else that you can think
Do you
of?
have to be a cowboy to attend?
No, but you have to wear boots with spurs.
There's going to be lots of local restaurants,
Yes.
establishments that are donating their time,
Fantastic.
food to this.
What time to what time?
Ooh, do we know the time?
6 until it runs out.
There we go.
And that's usually about 10.
And the location?
Poteet Canyon Park. Poteet Canyon.
Smokemaster Ken will be there. I think you've said that already. He's one of our really close friends, and he's a
And
Rotarian.
Rotarian also.
And he came and picked up some of our strawberries today, some of our frozen strawberries. I have no idea what he's going to do with them,
He's going to
but
make something yummy.
they're with our red strawberries that we had before the freeze, which all our red strawberries before the freeze were super sweet and super big, juicy, really good. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but
I will say this. Smokemaster Ken, I have had all kinds of food that this man has made, and I have never, ever, ever been disappointed by anything that
Fantastic.
I've tried from him. It's all good. I'm a picky eater. First one to tell you that I am a picky eater. I compare everything to my mom's food, and his food is just phenomenal.
That's fantastic. That's good to hear. And so Jim started it, and so like Jim's not doing too well right now, but he's improving, which is incredible. So Jim, I've been in contact with his family members, and Jim's a staple. If you've ever seen some of the more fantastic windmills here in town, Jim actually fabricated a lot of these, and some of these he actually rebuilt from scratch. And there was one that was actually in a movie that Jim had made, and there's one out of 151, close to one of the high-end hotels. I'm not allowed to say the hotel name, but I did get kicked out of there once. But there's actually a windmill that Jim put together that's there. Plus there's a windmill on the Strawberry Festival grounds right in the center of it. That is a very prolific monument, and I'll tell you why. It's one of the tallest features there on the grounds, but just the fact that it is a windmill. If you have children of whatever age and you tell them, I need you to be at the windmill at 9 p.m. so we can leave, because if not, we're leaving without you.
That's the meeting spot.
There will be people there, and it actually has a hint of romantic connotations for some people who have saw the windmill there the first time.
Like mistletoe?
Yeah.
I just wanted to let everybody know that Mark actually commented on here knowing that he could probably just grab whatever wine he wanted.
Don't assume. Don't assume.
But he's in the drawing too, so good job, Mark.
I also,
So what's...
hold
Go
on.
ahead.
To bring it back to Jim, if you don't know who Jim Collins is, if you go to either Poteet Country Winery, they have a Facebook page, you'll see him there. But on the Poteet Strawberry Festival Facebook, they actually have pictures of Jim from a couple weeks ago, way up in the air working on one of these windmills. He probably shouldn't have been up there, but he was up there doing it, and that's how dedicated he is to his craft.
Yeah, he was out of town recently. Well, probably about a year.
Out of state.
Out of state.
Yeah,
Yes.
working on a windmill for somebody.
Yep.
That's
And
awesome.
then,
He's an
and then
amazing
the
person.
Windmill Museum and all
Yeah,
that
most
other stuff
definitely.
in Pleasanton was incredible. In convention.
All right.
So
you got one more for us, Don?
Yeah, the last one that I have today is exactly.
It's naked.
It's the okay. Well, you said it's not labeled, and Joanne said,
I said
that
it's
it's
naked.
naked.
Is that the
Wow.
sweet cheek?
No, it's not Sweet Cheeks.
Are some of the Facebook people going to
Thank you.
vote on the name?
So that's why we brought it, is so that people on Facebook can have a chance to, and we've done this before in the past, to where you can actually name one of our wines. It will go into a suggestion box. We'll put it in front of our board of investors. If we choose your name, you will get free wine.
Oh,
Sweet
So
cheeks.
somebody asked.
Sweet
somebody
cheeks.
asked me.
that's not
Somebody
the
asked me
one.
how many bottles you get. Anybody?
How many
How many
bottles
bottles
do you
do you
get?
$20 for life.
20.
It's for life.
What?
As long as we're creating this bottle,
Wow.
and if your name actually happens to end up on the outside of it, you'll get a bottle a month, once a month, for every month for
Did
the
y'all
rest
hear
of your life.
Oh my
I
God.
thought when you said for
Wine.
life, I was like, man, it doesn't take very many bottles of
Again,
wine
I
to get to the end of your life.
Yeah,
Wine.
basically spare amount, but you will get a bottle a month.
Yeah.
So,
Throwing graybeards in there, just
yeah.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
all right. So, here, this
Let's
is.
see
I
what we
lost
got.
my glass. It's
You
okay.
can, we
Y'all
can
can
we
share.
use the same glass.
Y'all can share. Remember, tilt that over so it doesn't foam up.
I don't want to share.
I know you don't want to share.
Does anyone else want to try some?
Yes,
I
Jordan.
do.
Come on up with your glasses. Come on
Yeah,
up.
just come on
everybody.
up. Come on up.
We're giving these people one last chance to.
So
Time
don't
done.
don't drink it until I tell you what's in it.
Okay. Oh.
You don't want us to try to figure it out ourselves?
Not just yet.
That's delicious. I did not follow the rules.
Okay, no, you did not follow the rules. So I guess now we're gonna have to go with your suggestion. Is
Here, Debbie.
let's find out.
No,
what's
no,
in-
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you talk. Sorry, you
Sorry,
can't
okay.
taste it yet. Donovan said no. Before we continue, I also, speaking of the Poteet Social Club, they are the organization that gets the court together. They do the whole judging process and eliminating however many children decide to run for court, down to the 6 that you see on the float.
how many were in the court? Anybody?
6.
Y'all were
This
in the
year.
court.
Oh, I wasn't in the court.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying. Okay.
I wasn't on the court, but I was given a tiara when Alejandro made king, and
Nice.
I absolutely
Nice.
love that tiara.
Mother of the king.
But yes, but that being said, it's a good organization, and it is not just a beauty competition or anything
Right.
like that. These kids are tested on their knowledge of Poteet, what they know about strawberries, how they interact with adults, how they come across, how poised and confident they are. And they do a lot throughout the year aside from parades. They actually volunteer at several things, and all of that is so that they can earn their scholarships, and that's a 4-year scholarship also. So
I was Prince 2 years in a row, so I came
That's
second
awesome.
twice.
But-
That's okay.
and that
Which adds up to one king.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Actually, it's a king and a jester.
King of the jester.
nice.
Did
Got a
you?
lot of people with
When
probably.
you were Prince.
All right, Donovan. Hey, let's go.
All right. So
The crowd is wild.
tell me,
I taste pears.
okay?
Oh, you want us to go ahead and taste it?
I want you to taste it. Go ahead and taste it. Sorry, I'm sorry. Taste it. Taste it. Yeah, not
That's
try.
not a taste,
Oh, this is
bro.
theirs still.
Oh.
I need mine.
Yeah.
Oh, come and get
that flavor?
It's the naked bottle. I think you should call it naked.
Thank you, sir.
I taste pears.
So
What is that?
Hippie Hollow?
Very fair.
okay, don't be influenced by the audience
By the bad influence.
Yeah. Don't let me mess with your head.
because he could be a saboteur.
Yep.
There's something
That is a
there.
familiar taste, but I'm not.
It is. That's
Not
the same thing with
pinpointing
me
it.
neither. Me neither. My nose tells me. My taste.
It's
I meant
something-
pears in the fruit.
That is not even from this region.
Of the state or of the country?
Of the state.
Is it a
It's
grape?
not too sweet.
It's
She'll
not
play,
too sweet.
she'll play 20 questions with you too. You give her the answer, so you might as well just do it.
For such a time as this.
It
That's cool.
is a combination of mango,
Mango.
dragon fruit.
Ooh.
I like that. And lemons. And a lemonade. So this
Tastes
is
the
mango,
citrus.
dragon fruit, lemonade.
Yeah, I'm the
That's
best.
why I like it.
So it doesn't have a name, and it could be anything because we haven't submitted it to the TABC. There's an entity that we submitted to get an actual label. The entity is called a TTB, which used to be the ATF. So these guys are accepting, and they go through our concoction list, and they go through the labeling, and they say, yes, you've been approved. No, it's not approved because of this. Resubmit it, and let's see where we come up from there. Once we get the approval from the TTB, we get an email, and we send that off to the TABC. The TABC looks at it and says, okay, it's great. Now you can go into production. We start making labels, we start bottling, and we start doing it. Why do I have a bottle? It's because we made 1.5 gallons at one time, and you guys have sampled one of 6 bottles in the world.
We're fancy.
Fantastic.
So
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
it doesn't have a name.
my husband says the name yeah, that's good.
Wow,
I think Dragon Moth.
I like that.
Dragon Moth.
I just the naked bottle, naked dragon,
Naked.
naked dragon.
I like
We
name.
could put like a dot right in the center. That'll be it,
That's
right?
it.
Did you cut up some strawberries for us over ice?
Yeah, you could, man.
Stop it.
Put a big old
So we
32
wanted to involve the original artwork. When I submit something to our illustrator, I submit the most crude and rudimentary drawings. They're like, "What is that? A cow riding a pigeon?"
Conceptual art.
with
Conceptual art.
It's not very good art, but when they get it, they actually turn it into some of these labels.
When you decide it's Dragon Moth, have Nick do the label.
I can't read.
All right.
Quite a
Really.
And go ahead and give them.
Also, the caveat into getting your own label made is you will actually have to get a tattoo.
Oh.
As long as there's no black in the tattoo.
There you go.
And that is the wine selections we have for today. We also have
Everything was.
we have Trinity, which was actually created for a church, and it's an actual Cabernet Sauvignon.
Wow.
This was an actual photograph that I took of the sky and actually just did edits on it, and I split it in half and duplicated it, and it made these fantastic auras.
We'll go show the
that
audience.
look, and it's called Trinity, obviously for my transition back into
Nice.
trying to do good in the world.
Life.
Yes, and to create life and to just do these things. And if you actually look close at the label, there is at the very top, you have to get your own bottle, but there is a crown, and there is 2 other icons, which is a cross and a bird, representing the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Nice.
So that is the Easter egg for that one. And like I said, all of our bottles have fantastic labels, and kudos to the people who put that stuff together for us. And
I can draw a stick person.
yeah,
It's not
it
it.
was,
Stick
we
person.
have a couple other ones coming out. Black Cherry is going to be coming out soon. That was actually held up in the red tape of trying to get it out in time for the festival. And we're going to have a couple other ones coming out here too. We have 2 wines which are going to be coming out. We have one is in review, and the other one is actually still being held up in the review. and they're 2 apple wines. They're made with 420 pounds of actual apples. Mind you, the 420 has nothing to do with
When's
anything.
the release date?
So there are 2 labels, which if you look at them separately, they have 2 fantastic pieces of art. When you bring the bottles together and roll them together, they actually create one solid image. There's going to be a red apple and a green apple. The name of those 2 wines are going to be called Adam and Eve.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and it's going to come in a set, and it's going to be limited time only. And we'll let everybody know when it's going to come out. It's right around the corner.
That's pretty cool.
Jude, our 30-minute Facebook.
Yeah,
went on for how many minutes?
That's okay.
It went long.
Okay,
So,
we're having
so
fun. We're having
Joanna's
fun.
got one thing to say, but before we do that, one last chance, guys. Follow the Rotary. Follow Poteet Rotary. It's in the description. Follow Blackbird Winery. Comment that you're done with what I asked you to do in the comments, and we'll get you in on the drawing. But Joanna has one more thing she wants to
And
talk
then I
about.
have something to say.
All right, perfect.
Do you want to go first?
No.
I don't mind.
No.
I'll share.
I'll wait.
Let's talk at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait a
what I
minute.
wanted to say.
Archie Broker came on, and then the next thing you know, it's happy days. That's all I had to say.
No, one thing I wanted to say is that a lot of people assume once the festival is over, the growers are gone. The growers are still here. There's at least 20 farms in our county. There may be a few more that will still be selling strawberries or strawberry-based products well after the festival. So I know you're ready for Fiesta right after the festival, but don't forget about the farmers that are here in this community. And I also wanted to mention that every single booth that you visit that is a food booth within the central area of the festival grounds, those are all nonprofit groups. So everything that you're spending there goes back to support this community, whether it's through scholarships, helping families in need, being there for each other, the fire departments that are there, the VFW, and all the things that they do. Every dollar that you spend during the festival on the festival grounds goes back to this community in some way, shape, or form.
Right. So in addition to that, I want to give a shout out to all of the volunteers, whether they are working for the city or for the Strawberry Festival Association or their organizations. The Strawberry Festival could not be put on without you. And in addition to that, I want to thank all the farmers who are actually out there. To people that attend the festival, the strawberry farmers, you're thinking they're going to be out there that one day. The Strawberry Festival is founded on the farmers and their efforts. We've been growing strawberries since August of last year. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and April. Now we're at April. So shout out to all the farmers, all the volunteers, everybody puts together, the boards, the members, everybody who actually attends the festival. And like Joanna was saying, this is a very spectacular way to give back to the city and to the community. Spend your money out there on the grounds. Do what you can. Help out whatever you can. Don't forget about the farmers any other day other than the Strawberry Festival. Also, they also have other fruits and vegetables that they grow and that they import and they actually resell. So help them out as well. Having said that, somebody we didn't even mention at all.
Santa Claus.
Santa and Sotex Farms. Thank you guys for putting on this program and thank you for supporting other farmers. You guys brought in a very cool strawberry which has taken on a life of its own. And tell us about that real quick because I think it's spectacular.
All you.
I had actually been following the research on the Florida Pearl since 2021, and I watched it through its development process, all the different crossings that they did to get a white when ripe strawberry. It has the pink blush. The pink blush comes from a pink colored strawberry. It's not red. It's pink.
Is Nick still in the back?
It's pink.
Can one of y'all grab a berry out of that bucket
and
in
show
there?
it
Bring
to
us a
the
handful.
camera. And so this strawberry, when it's ready, instead of having traditional yellow seeds, the seeds are red, the flesh is white, and it gets a pink flesh. And it's beautiful, it's sweet, it is a prolific producer. We've been harvesting pearls since November, and it's been nonstop. We're harvesting about every other day, and there was a few weeks where we were harvesting 120 to 150 pounds every 3 days on this strawberry.
Okay, so we'll show it to the camera.
So do y'all want to taste them?
we'll show
If
it-
you
we'll show
haven't
you guys.
tried them,
Go, Vanna, go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Vanna, go. So these are my
Shane,
babies.
put that up
I
back
had
to the
to
camera and hand it back to us.
I had to wait for the exclusivity rights to fall off. They were exclusive to the state of Florida up until March of 2024, and as soon as that fell off, I attempted to put my order in, and I was told that I could not have this strawberry.
And that upset you.
My little persistent self decided to make sure, one, that my research was correct and that the expiration was March of 2024. I reached out to the major universities that are responsible for strawberry production throughout the United States, got my information that I needed, and was eventually put in contact with Dr. Vance Whitaker, who is the actual plant breeder that developed this specific strawberry. He put me in contact with a wonderful gentleman that said, I don't know why people are telling you no, because the answer is yes. I got my order in, I got my babies, and I have absolutely loved them.
And you brought it to Poteet.
I brought it to Poteet, Texas. Yes.
And I think a lot of people underestimate, or maybe they don't realize how significant this is. This is something that's never been produced here in Poteet, let alone this portion of Texas.
We were the first farm to have it in Texas and the only farm to have it in Poteet.
That's awesome. Take your right hand, put it up in the air, pat yourself on the back.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this for Poteet.
I actually saw this at a cafe restaurant in Pleasanton being served as their version of the Poteet strawberry shortcake.
And it's phenomenal. It tastes like a milkshake. It's so good.
I had one, or I had a portion of what was left over for me because they just didn't give me my own.
That's mean.
I got a problem with sugar.
Oh,
well, regardless. This is good.
Angel Got Wings.
Oh, yeah.
So they are here. They are on our farm, and we hope to continue growing them and showing them.
What else do you guys do here?
We raise animals.
Before we hop into that, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody. No.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody. You brought up the cafe in Pleasanton. Let's say who it is. Cafe Chris. We have been partnered with them. When Erica came over here and tried those strawberries, she says these are the best strawberries I've ever had. And I said, Erica, I would love for you to be the first and only restaurant in Atascosa County to make strawberry shortcake out of this. And she said, bet. and she said,
welcome back, Cafe Chris.
Yeah, welcome back from the fire. Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's like a phoenix.
And if you're really fancy, you can go to Michelin in San Antonio. They're one of the, I believe, the only
Michelin star rated
restaurant in San Antonio, and they actually serve this pearl on a bed of ice, and I believe it's on a clamshell. So it's on something with the ice, and that is how you receive it as a dessert.
They serve two strawberries on a bed of ice. Next to a crema flama.
It's available.
So they light the cream on fire.
Cafe Chris, you can get a...
Donovan's taking orders.
Yep, that's how many? 20.
Oh, my.
Oh, you like 20?
Yes, we can accommodate. Sure. Come join us. Oh, don't forget, Strawberry Festival is... The SIFT is this weekend, and the Strawberry Festival is the following weekend. Right. Don't forget, Cowboy Breakfast tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
So I have a couple comments I want to read off.
Go ahead.
A couple comments I want to read off of Facebook. Candace and Freddie Pettis said, "Uncle Don, we need you to announce the parade again."
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Hi, Candace.
Yeah, I think they got somebody, but I'll probably have a mic somewhere along the road, and I'll be doing my own thing. That's kind of what I do.
For $5.99, awesome. You can borrow this mic.
Yeah, there it is.
$5.99.
Those things are cheap. Look, we rent it out. Andrea, your friend from that works at Starbucks, Andrea LaShop, said that the pearls are the best strawberry that she has ever had, and she loves us.
Most definitely.
Way to go.
Misty, my sister, said Sotex Farms, home of the pearl, with a bunch of hearts.
Yeah.
And Candace and Freddie, again, said Sotex and the heart of Potex.
Oh, wow. I like that.
I like that.
It rhymes.
That kind of sounds like it needs to be a T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
Tex rhymes. By the way, Tex rhymes with Tex.
Yeah, nothing rhymes better with Tex than Tex.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that.
Or Mex, as in our wine Tex
I
Mex.
have one, but I don't think it's appropriate.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Go on Facebook Live.
there is a link on our page. The only link that you can click on below all the description and everything that will take you to our merchandise store which is sotex.printful.me. That is our merchandise store. It is a print-on-demand store, so you can get whatever size you want, whatever color you want, whatever design you want. And there's hundreds of designs that I designed myself on there. All kinds of cool stuff that probably would break some copyright infringement.
Sure.
Like I got a strawberry wearing a Buzz Lightyear suit that says "To Infinberry and Beyond."
I like that. That is corny, but I like it.
And another one with a strawberry with his hands on his hips with a cape that says Sotex Farms, Super Berries.
Right.
Another one that has a strawberry on it with a Jason mask and a knife that says Sotex Farms, our berries are killer.
Oh, that's
And then
good.
we're also very blessed.
Oh,
I'm gonna
anybody
write
else
that
want to throw in
We
a?
are
Yeah.
so
I'm going to write that.
big.
If y'all have any puns, go ahead and
Bring them in.
send me a PM.
Or
and-
dad jokes. He loves dad jokes.
Dad jokes, they go on the shirt.
They're
So
great.
very
Oh, we gotta give
good.
some wine away.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
give some wine away.
All right, so
And
what's
shirts.
first on the docket?
I think we should give away. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unopened bottles. We can give away the first. We can give away a bottle of peach Patrona to somebody telling us when the Strawberry Festival was very first held. So the very first person to comment. Yep. First comment. First person to say when the very first Strawberry Festival was held. No Googling. No Googling. No cheating. Anybody.
Anybody?
Anyone. Double Jeopardy.
Oh,
Right.
somebody commented.
Got 1951.
Close.
Close, but
But
no
not quite.
Patrona.
Let's try it again.
Keep on going. We got to do this quickly, guys.
Come on, y'all.
If you don't get it, we're just going to the wheel.
Well,
Yeah,
we
no,
have
exactly.
we have a guesser in the live
We
audience.
have to
but-
we have to do this quick because that breathalyzer thing that turns my car on, it will not turn on.
1948, Roger.
Yeah. All right. Roger,
Roger.
get Shane, go ahead and show him what he won.
There we go.
Roger got La Patrona.
Nice. Backstory on that bottle: it is a illustration, and it is an actual person that lives in California, and she is the ex-wife of a
Was it
tattoo
you?
artist, and this tattoo artist is very famed in California, and he loaned us the illustration.
Likeness?
That's a real person.
What's-
That's a real
what's-
person.
what's
Donovan,
the
what's
next
going to be the
bottle?
process? You want to leave that bottle with us, or you want him to meet up with you?
Oh no. Yeah, no. They can come over here and actually come by and try some of the wares, try some of the jams and jellies.
And see some of the MUs. And
Yeah.
That's the other thing we didn't talk about.
And that's what I wanted. I wanted you to elaborate on that because one day I saw the biggest turkey that was maybe about 6 foot tall.
It's actually
Did you see
emu.
the prancing?
It's a what?
It's an
The
emu.
prancing
An
axis?
emu.
Yeah.
So is it emu or emu?
Well, it depends
Great
on where
question.
you're from. Depends
Great
on where
question.
you're from. I've heard it
Depends
pronounced.
on
I
where
don't know
you're
the
from.
answer, but that's a great question.
Sometimes when their feathers get in their way and they start going like this,
Oh.
they're emo.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I've been hanging out with Pat for too long.
So you want Roger to come by here and pick
Yes.
it up?
Please
Roger,
do. And
Roger
we'll
will have it
actually,
here.
I think all the winners should actually come on one certain day so we can actually let
some
them
good
do
pictures
their
of it.
thing. And then more importantly, so people don't show up at 3 o'clock in the morning like I would just to grab stuff.
Just to grab some wine.
And they were like, yeah, what's going on here, man?
What's the chance of one of your winners not being local? How do they get it?
They're very high because the next question is not for locals.
Yeah. Well, and also the chance of our winners not being local is pretty high. We have 13,000 followers. There's not even that many people in Poteet.
So
So
how would they get their wine?
we'll mail it to
Oh,
them.
we
I'll
can
pay for
ship
shit.
it.
I'll
Oh
pay
yeah,
for
no,
shipping.
we'll figure that out.
Is that
Yeah.
legal?
Yes,
Well,
it
you
is.
can
Yeah.
ship anywhere
I heard-
in the
He can
world.
ship.
I heard
so-
somebody can ship.
It's in the world.
I just making
Yeah,
sure
just
they
making
understand
sure.
that they'll get shipped.
I'll give
Yeah.
Donovan a UPS gift card, and Donovan will get it shipped to
Oh
him.
yeah, we'll do something.
So what's the next question?
The next question is going to be something we talked about earlier. So
What's this for before you start?
this is going to be for this lavalier mic. It is going to be. So we already give away the peach. We're going to go ahead and put that up here. That'll be isolated away from.
We can put Roger's name under it.
Yes. We will give away Trinity.
Ooh.
Nice.
Soon to be
Just in
some
time for
remedy.
Easter.
You're trying
Yes.
to keep me away from
No,
you,
no.
or-
So this is a,
You made me messed up.
This is the Cabernet Sauvignon. and it was actually aged for 3 months longer than the rest of these. Can't tell you how long those are aged, but this has actually been inside of a vat a little bit longer. That's why it tastes very oaky, very flavorful, and it has a bottom base to it, which is very dry. So, do y'all guys want to have a question, or maybe
Let's spin the wheel.
let's spin the wheel? Let's spin the wheel.
All right, I'm gonna let Donovan announce who it is. So off we go. We got a bunch of names on there. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Roger can't win again.
Right, Roger. If you happen to win again, that would make you the luckiest person in this.
That's I mean, he's got like a 1 in 16 chance here. 1 in 17 chance. So we're gonna go ahead and spin it right now. Here we go. And the winner is.
Oh, there's that.
Oh,
Is it Roger?
it's me.
Oh, congratulations! What are you gonna do with this?
I don't drink wine, but
You're gonna re-gift it.
yeah, we'll give this to Janice Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Love it.
Janice, congratulations. You're the winner of a bottle of Trinity, a Cabernet Sauvignon, 10% alcohol by volume, created in Poteet, Texas by Blackbird Winery, LLC.
So she's been removed from the wheel.
Yes.
Let's give away this hat now.
Let's give away a hat.
We're gonna give away this Sotex Farms hat. It is beautiful. It is neon.
Will you be autographing it?
It will turn you into a superhero.
Really?
We're gonna give it a shot. Maybe you want to say who wins it. Let's go ahead and spin it.
All you need to know about strawberries right here in this hat.
Right there, man. That's all the information.
Winner is really.
It's one of our live audience members. It's Mark Esposito. Congratulations!
I don't even need to write your name down. You're already here.
We don't have
Woo!
Tell you what. Go ahead and give me another one. We're gonna go ahead and give another one
We'll
away.
give another. This one we'll
Wanna
do
grab
a
another
red
one off?
one.
Yeah,
We'll do a red
one.
one. We'll do a red one.
We're gonna do a red one this time since. What is it? What did my sister say?
She loves me.
Dale wears his hat all the time. So okay.
Thanks,
Dale. My
And you
brother-in-law.
love me.
All right, so we're gonna give away a red Sotex Farms hat. Off we go. Donovan, you can announce this one.
Yeah, sure enough. So, are they seeing this live on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, they're not seeing
fantastic.
this.
Okay.
They're just seeing us call it out.
Oh, yay!
Miss Minda.
Miss Minda, you got it.
Minda, you win a Sotex Farm. So, a lot of people, when they see this for the first time or they actually see the Facebook page, they're like, South Texas?
South Texas.
Farms?
Yeah.
But it's so Texas.
So
Oh,
Yeah, see?
that's
See?
awesome. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Just
see?
abbreviated South Texas into one word.
Yeah,
So
It is so
Sotex.
Tex.
But
Oh my
it's so a lot
God.
of people think that it's regional, but no, it's
Yeah, no,
we're
no.
so Texan.
Yes.
So
Oh.
Tex.
Wait,
We're so Tex, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Texas.
All right. I love
We're
it.
so
Not the
Tex.
University of Texas by any means.
Yeah, no.
Oh, darn.
Because
Now we
we
do,
get ourselves
we
in
do
line
have a
with
long
copyright
part in the
infringement
house.
and be paying royalties and
Yeah, we're not
so
doing
forth and so forth.
So what bottle do you have next?
The next
And how do
bottle
you want
we
to give it
have-
away?
We are going to give away the blackberry, and we are going to do something very creative. I have something in my mind that you'll have to match. So this may take a while.
Well, Beto Erica Carrasco said, "Hook 'em. You're removed from competition." So
Yes.
Stop it. Don't listen to
disqualified.
him.
Hullabaloo
Don't
connect
listen.
That's
to
right.
the ends.
Oh my God.
We have a Longhorn in here.
And
Yeah, no,
the
it's
majority,
not.
the majority of my
Oh,
family are
guns up, guns
Longhorns,
up.
so there we go.
Yeah, no, we can do something creative. We can do something fantastic. We can do something redundant. How many seeds are there on the concrete strawberry in Poteet, Texas, downtown? Go.
Bet y'all didn't know there
Let's
was
see
going
what-
to
I
be
bet
a
y'all
pop
didn't
quiz.
remember.
Pop quiz.
No.
No guesses
Nope.
from in here. We're
So
waiting.
We're waiting to see. We're waiting to see. Also, we're going to be giving away the next one.
That was another one.
No, that was another one of these.
97.
Nope.
Abel Betancourt says 97.
We
No.
should, we should,
We're going to do it.
Abel Betancourt guessed again. 85. Now 86.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and say there's only one guess available.
Oh,
Oh, man, you're breaking Pat's heart over here.
Camille Rodriguez says 213. Hey, quiet in the back. Quiet in the back.
One of the guests have been asked to leave.
Yes.
Sorry, we need a.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no second guesses, right?
No second
No
guesses.
second
All right.
guesses.
So Abel, sorry, you took a guess. You were wrong. Although we only have 22 people watching, so
Oh yeah,
we may
yeah.
need some second guesses. So I'm just gonna read them out, and first one to get it gets it.
Well,
So
he already
Abel
got
said 97,
No.
then 85,
No.
then come on, keep coming, 86. Is that it?
it.
That's it.
Abel, you got it.
Right. Okay. So
Wait, Abel, are you
86.
even old enough to?
Abel, are you even 21?
oh,
He is.
gotta be 21.
Yeah.
I gotta tell
Shane.
y'all.
Give him a look.
Is this my Abel? I think it is. Abel, when he was little at field day, and I love him, I'm going to tell this story. He came up to me, it was the very first time I met him. He was like, Miss, look at me, I'm the fastest runner in the world. And he took off running, and every time I have seen him from that moment on until tomorrow, whenever he comes to get this, I always remind him that he's the fastest runner
That's
in the world.
cool, man.
That's one of my favorite memories of coming to
That
parties.
is-
That is cool.
He's
Just
a
like our
sweet kid.
teachers.
He's a sweet kid.
All right, what else we got?
Adult
We got
now, I should say.
the last 2 bottles of blackberry.
Ooh.
2 bottles of blackberry.
We're gonna give them away to. Or do we have one?
Abel said, "I would like some wine. You can't blame me
He wanted to.
for typing every
It's the one you
number
brought during the coffee.
to affinity."
Wait, what? What happened? What happened? I'm sorry.
Abel said, "I would like some wine. You can't blame me for typing every number to infinity."
And beyond.
Yep.
Okay, so we only have actually 1 bottle left, which is this
Wait,
one.
wait. What's that one? Because
That-
the one that you brought us for the crawfish is all.
That is for our California friends.
Oh, okay, perfect. There you go.
And I can actually give away my wine, right?
Yes, you can give it
No,
away.
I'm sorry, you can't.
I have 1 jar. Will somebody go grab the Devil's Daughter in the back, and we'll give that away?
You
to
can,
somebody?
you can give it away to whomever you'd like.
And it's home wine. I just can't sell it.
That's right. Well, not
gonna
yet,
sell it,
anyway.
Not gonna sell it.
All right. So your wine
Right.
is this one, right?
Last bottle of blackberry.
Do you want to spin, or do you want to
Or
You wanna
a random
give them a
question.
Jeopardy question
Let me
here?
see. We'll give them a Jeopardy. We'll give them something that
It's on the
It's
shelf.
on the shelf.
On the cap of the counter.
we'll give them something that I think a handful of people in the actual city and or the
on the
state
counter.
actually know. There was a year that Poteet was Highway 16 right in front of
Thank
the
you.
Strawberry Festival grounds was only 2 lanes. One going to San Antonio and one coming into Poteet. What year did that change from 2 lanes coming in from San Antonio, 2 lanes going out to Poteet, and 1 median?
Do you know
If you can tell me what year that is,
Oh, wow.
I will give you the champagne top blackberry, which has been sitting in our cellar sideways for an entire year.
Wow.
So
while
we're gonna-
people are guessing,
we're gonna
Pat
wait
has
for
an
people to guess.
interesting
I was
fact
in my
about that.
20s, so I don't remember.
So
I'll give you the hint. It happened. The highway was actually completed, surfaced, coated, and had reflective markers put on there the Friday before the Strawberry Festival.
you want to write it down for me, and I'll just let somebody know when they get it.
Yes.
Hey, tell them what you
So-
know about that.
I know personally that my uncle Richard Franklin fought very hard for that highway to be
Oh, wow.
to be changed into that. He even went all the way up to the state capitol to sit there and advocate for Highway 16 to be turned into a multi-lane with a median road, because they used to call Highway 16, they used to call it Suicide Lane.
They used to call it Death Highway 16,
Yep.
and Highway 16 actually extends from South America to the end of our continent. That's the strangest. That's the longest one of the highways.
So
I
it was
did not.
grassroots
Sure.
lobbying at its finest.
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely. And it happened. Man, I almost said the year. You almost tricked me.
We've had some close guesses, and that's all the hints I'm going to give.
Really?
We've had some people that are 3 years off, 2 years off, but
That's awesome.
nobody's there yet.
It also happened to be the attendance of the Strawberry Festival that year hit a magical number, which was touted by the San Antonio Light
Oh my God.
newspaper
That was a long
on the Monday after the Strawberry Festival, and it was a magical number, man. It was the most amount of, man, I almost said the year.
It was close.
Don't tell them.
You guys are getting
Can't
so
tell.
close.
Y'all are
Very
tempting me,
close.
man, because y'all know I'm gonna run my mouth.
So
So
close.
close.
Oh, that's so close.
Wow.
That's so Tex.
Nice.
Hey, next time that we do a Facebook Live, can we bring one of those emus?
Oh, absolutely. We'll go.
A
We'll go to
baby-
the back.
We had a baby hatch yesterday.
Yeah, you know, I already
Oh,
gave it.
baby.
I already traded it for a heifer, for a longhorn heifer,
Oh, nice.
Her name is
Wait a
Daisy.
minute. You traded.
an emu chick for a longhorn heifer.
So Texas. That's
That
what I
is-
mean about the school.
Man.
School, but a Longhorn, it's all about Texas. So
Yeah.
Texas.
Man.
Texas.
And you know, Bevo's actually an Aggie, right?
Really?
Came from an Aggie ranch.
Really?
He was born and bred by an
I
Aggie.
like
Oh
that.
man.
Born, bred, and castrated by an Aggie.
Daryl's gonna
Oh, you had to throw that part in the
Daryl
end.
is going to kick you out of the Rotary.
Well, it's not untrue.
Give him your
Is it the truth?
Rotarian
Yes.
of the Year pin. Just give it back.
No one has guessed it yet. I'm going to go ahead and say that Justin Espinosa is the closest one. So you guys keep guessing now, but that's going to be your hint.
Right. It actually coincided with the Texas sesquicentennial.
Now I do have a
That's
question.
easy.
I have a question.
Yes.
Has the Strawberry Festival Parade ever been held on Highway 16?
A portion of it came close to it, but it didn't make it. It actually went up to D and Boyd.
Okay, that is close, but not.
However, this is something, and I need to find out what year it was. The parade actually starts at the high school grounds, and it travels down one of the side streets, goes up Avenue H, cuts through 4th, cuts back down the direction of School Drive.
We're not on live.
It's still showing.
It's showing
I'm
live.
watching the video right now.
So,
Beautiful.
having said that, for some reason or another, in the 90s,
1986, we got it.
Who got it?
Candace and Freddie Pettis.
there you go.
Congratulations.
So,
And then Jamie Hurley guessed 1492.
yes.
How old do you think we are, sir?
Didn't even have asphalt then.
No. The parade. So this would be called clockwise. It actually ran counterclockwise one year. I don't know why. It just did.
The Aggies
Also,
were in control.
yes. Also, funniest thing, right? The year after I was on the Strawberry Festival court, I rode in the parade in the back of a truck representing our farm and the court of 86.
Nice.
We were somewhere up in the front, like maybe 10th in the back of a Chevrolet pickup. I went to the parade. We finished the parade. And I went back to the front of the parade, and I got back in the parade again. And Frank Leal, the police, the chief of police, he saw me on his ear, was like, wait a minute. So I rode in the parade twice.
It's
Nice.
only
In the
Donovan
exact same
would do
parade.
it. Only Donovan.
Donovan.
Frank Leal was a really good man.
He
He was
a
too
very,
cool,
very
man.
good
He was too cool.
He was my neighbor.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, you got anything else, Donovan?
No, I think Shane and Joanna are going to arm wrestle, so we'll actually
Let's
start.
go.
Good trick.
Let's
I got you.
if you'll grab me one jar of jam, I'm gonna spin the wheel one more time.
A big one or a little one?
Let's do a big one. Why not?
Fancy.
All right. It's the last thing we're giving away.
Before we show this, I'd like. We are going to arm wrestle each other. Here's the jar. Here's the
Last
jar.
thing we're giving away. 16-ounce jar of jam. Here we go. Wheel of names. Let's spin it. I'm gonna go ahead and say people that have won can't win again. So
Sure.
sorry,
Sure.
Candace.
Candace and Freddie.
And look who it
Oh
was.
man.
Oh, Candace and Freddie, you guys would have won another thing of jam.
That's messed up.
I'm going to go ahead and say that they can't win. Also, Roger, you can't win because you've already won. So we're going to spin it again.
Is Abel on there? Abel can't win either.
Abel can't win it.
Even though he's the fastest runner in the world.
Roger, really? Oh,
No,
George
oh,
Peak.
George Peak.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
All right, George, you win.
Congratulations,
George Peak, you won a jar of jam. All right.
Okay,
Everyone.
recap. We
Come Saturday.
Come Saturday.
Come
It's gonna be the
Saturday.
sift. You're gonna enjoy some local homegrown strawberries. It's the best of the best of the competition. These guys, once they finish competing there, will actually go on to the major auction, which is going to be held the following weekend. So you want to join for both days. You want to try to get some strawberries on this Saturday coming up, and you want to come and join us at the auction festivities the following weekend. But do not forget, Battle of the Bands. We're going to have some fantastic bands are going to be playing out there. There's going to be food booths. There are going to be strawberry farmers selling their wares, so to speak. And
Sotex will be there.
Sotex will be
with
there.
Raffle tickets for
the deer
new
blind,
program.
and we're going to be doing our stuff for the Rotary Club. If you have any questions, contact any Rotary member. Contact the website, which we gave you earlier, not the website, but the actual Gmail account. You can actually call the Strawberry Festival grounds. Hopefully somebody will answer. These guys are busy. Or just come out to Poteet on Saturday and see for yourself. Join us.
If you're interested in being a buyer, you can still send an email to the Poteet Rotary Club at gmail.com and let Daryl know that you're interested in becoming a buyer for the auction, which is going to be the second Saturday of April, and we hope to see a lot of you out there.
Yeah, so don't be intimidated. You can actually sign up, and the process is pretty simple. You will get a nice little package to let you get into the grounds. You can become a buyer, so forth and so forth. Bid on the strawberries.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
one
yeah,
more
yeah.
giveaway.
We didn't give the Devil's Daughter away.
Oh, gotta do
We're
that.
not giving our kids away. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. So continue. I got to add one more name to it because somebody just added their name to it.
Oh, nice. That'd be cool if they did win. They'd be like,
Got in last second.
minute.
Never too late.
Speaking of getting in last second, that raffle for the deer blind. Get in on the raffle because
On the raffle.
we're trying to get as many growers to be part of this as we can. We're trying to bring them all to the pain room, baby.
right. And I think that the farmers should actually be the first ones on the list because deer love to eat strawberries and strawberry plants, man. So you know what I'm talking about.
That
I
is
can
true.
attest to that.
All right.
I gotta add this. I gotta add this last name.
Ashley.
Spin the wheel.
All right, and we're gonna spin the wheel one last time. This is for the Devil's Daughter
Go,
homemade farm wine infused with habanero. It's good. It
It's
burns.
good stuff, man.
Guess who?
Miley Cyrus.
Can I please say her name?
Yes, you can.
Misty, you won.
Oh, Misty.
My sister Misty won a jar of my homemade wine.
Thanks for being
Misty.
on the journey with them.
I want to applaud my sister too because she has supported us from the
From day
beginning.
one.
Here we go.
She
Day
supports
one.
the Rotary. She shows up to be an auction buyer, and even when she doesn't show up, she still goes and puts money on our stuff from
Honestly,
miles away.
Nice.
Honestly,
Fantastic.
there's one we could not have done it without the Rotary and the competition.
Yeah, most definitely.
Before the sift, you
Sure,
remember this.
sure.
Anybody that showed up festival day, you got to show your berries and you got to go to the auction, and now we have a sift. But without those early opportunities of being able to go through the auction, without support from the Rotary, without support from the buyers, there's no way we'd be able to do what we're doing now. And of course, support from our families. I mean, that's just
Yes.
it really is a labor of love. Your families get involved. My oldest lives in Louisiana, and festival weekend he comes to be a buyer, but he gets up at the butt crack of dawn. He brings tacos, and he is out here helping us pick. His wife has helped us sort and pack berries, and it's an entire process. So without
That's awesome.
everybody, like, there's no way that we could do
It's a
what
lot
we're
of,
doing
lot
now.
of, lot of family members.
It's a lot of
friends
family.
Woohoo!
With that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this out.
Shut it down.
Thank you to Shane for showing up.
Yeah,
Shane at
Shane.
Rotary Farms.
Wait, we didn't arm wrestle.
Oh, yeah,
Don't do
that's
that.
later. That's
Next
later.
time,
That's
next
later. That's later.
Thank you to Daryl.
I can see it.
Thank you to Daryl Eichman, president of the Poteet Rotary. You guys join your local Rotary, support your local Rotary,
Sure enough,
support us, support the Rotary. Join your local Rotary if you're not going to be in Poteet.
And
it,
to
do it, man.
Debbie.
And
Yeah,
Debbie for showing up.
yes, thank you.
Thank you for telling us all your story about your dad.
Yeah, family legacy right there, man.
Your dad was a great friend of my grandfather,
That's
and
awesome.
they
And my
had
father.
So
our properties are
Yeah.
right next to each other.
so blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah,
so
we are.
blessed.
Thank you guys for showing up, and Donovan,
Our
yeah, man.
special guest from California.
And thank you to our guests from
Fellow
California.
growers, Mark and Monica. I think they're in the back still, but yes, thank them.
And most importantly, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Sotex Outdoors, truly homegrown.
Sotex
Farms, Sotex Outdoors, Sotex Gear, all the above. Follow all three. Truly homegrown. Come see us.
All right.
We're out.
Beautiful. Thank you.